99% of drummers hit a wall when it comes to playing fast. But what if I told you that changing just one thing can fix that? For years, I struggled to play fast myself, until I discovered a simple 3-note hack that unlocked crazy new levels of speed. In this video, I'm going to show you what this 3-note hack is, how to make you play faster on autopilot, and I'll show you how you can master it in 1 week. Now, can you spot what the 3-note hack is? I'll show you how to do exactly this using a little something I call the triad matrix. But first, you need to make sure you're not making this critical mistake that's capping your speed. Let me explain. Have you ever seen rally racing and how breakneck it is? When you're driving that fast and you're driving off-road, you can't even see past the next turn. And that's why rally car drivers have a navigator in the car with them at all times. Now, the navigator's job is to tell the driver about the upcoming turns that the driver can't see, all while keeping track of the car's current location. And it's a lot like drumming, when you know that fast fill is coming up, and then you're gonna hit the chorus, but right now you're still 3 bars away, but you know it's coming and you're dreading it. Are you gonna be able to pull it off, or are you gonna trip over yourself and miss the one? Imagine if you could have a navigator for your drumming, leaving you in the driver's seat where you can just play, and remembering all the tricky bits is handled by someone else. Sounds great, doesn't it? By the way, the first step to the 3-note hack is to play right, left, left. But what's the critical mistake you need to avoid while you do it? Well, in rally racing, the driver's job is to keep the car careening down the road with their foot on the gas. But more importantly, the driver's job is to be in control. Because if the driver loses control, well, this happens. And without control of our sticks, the same thing happens on the drums, and you and I know exactly what that's like. Can you spot the difference between these two clips? Many drummers think control means never dropping their sticks, so they hold onto them for dear life. But I'm here to tell you that doesn't work. I've seen all the best drummers in the world drop their sticks mid-song, and they just pick up another stick like nothing happened, and they keep going. But what makes them the best drummers in the world, even when they're playing at ridiculous speeds, is their dynamic control. So try this. When I started doing this, I quickly found that everything I played sounded better. And as I pushed my speeds faster, it still sounded good because my dynamics were consistent and I didn't have to think about it. Now, we have to move on to the rest of the hack that will triple your speed, but the techniques we just talked about are broken down in depth in my free stick and technique guide. And here's what those techniques plus this 3-note hack looks like together. Let me explain how the triad matrix works. Imagine you found a secret safe, and inside are powerful secrets you can use to unlock new drumming superpowers. I know it sounds a bit weird, but stay with me. The good news about the safe is that it's protected by the simplest of combination locks with just 3 numbers to open. Even better, to open the safe, you only have to use numbers 1, 2, and 3. So the number of possible codes you need to try to unlock it are pretty small, right? Would you take those odds and try to open the safe? Most drummers think you need loads of advanced rudiments to play fast, but really I'm here to tell you, you only need to know 3 notes at a time. Now, the full triad matrix will unlock tons of creative new ways to play fast, but it will make the most sense if I break down the first few examples for you. Have you ever tried to use a computer that was just a bit too old? It gets stuck loading every single thing, right? Well, our brains do the same thing when we think about the notes we're playing on the drums. When you get up to speed, there are just too many notes, too much data for your brain to handle. So instead, you're going to build sub-processes for your brain to handle those notes on autopilot. A computer deals with zeros and ones, but you're going to use A's and B's. The goal is to get your brain playing these sub-processes on autopilot like this. I remember really struggling to memorize long licks and patterns and play them fast, and I was victim to a common misconception that you have to think fast in order to play fast. But the truth is, human brains don't consciously process that fast. If you instead program your mind that A equals right, left, left, and B is right, right, left, you're thinking in small chunks of notes, and you'll actually be able to pull it off. Look at the difference here. I'll share the full triad matrix later, but the key for now is that it's all about 3 notes at a time, and it's about programming your brain the right way. You can go from a speed plateau to blazing speed in 7 days, and I'm going to show you how. A lot of people take months or years to play these types of fills fast, and it's because they're trying to think fast and thinking larger groupings and phrases.
So what I'm doing, first of all, with my right hand, I'm doing a lot of what I call a paradiddle-laddle.
I've seen my drum hub students like Chris here drastically transform their playing with this type of programming, so here's what to do. Muscle memory is all about encoding the things you want to do the right way, and it's like any other skill. The more consistently you practice, the faster it's wired. So start getting the reps in now, but only do A for at least a full hour of practice. Next hour of practice, do only B. Day 2, practice 30 minutes of A by itself, then 30 minutes of B. If you have more time, do more 30-minute chunks of each. Day 3, 10 minutes of each, and yes, alternate every 10 minutes for as much time as you have. Okay, once you get to day 4, we're gonna start to write A and B on the same page of notation, so 4 bars of A and 4 bars of B repeated. Day 5 is 1 bar each, so 4 A's and 4 B's. Day 6, 2 of each. And finally, day 7, you're gonna do A, B, A, B, and you're gonna have better A's and better B's than you ever did before, because you programmed it into your brain the right way. So I promised you the triad matrix and this fill, and the nice thing is that now you're ready for it. The triad matrix is every possible combination of right, left, and kick within 3 notes. And I've highlighted the ones you'll find the easiest to start with. If all you do is take A and B and substitute your kick for some of the rights and lefts, the possibility for cool stuff on the kit gets crazy. So let's start with ABB, AB, ABB. And that's exactly 8 counts, so it's a full bar fill. Then do a couple of kick substitutions like this, and there you go. But don't practice this full string of notes yet, remember? If you're doing the kick substitution, each 3-note chunk is a new pattern, and you need to spend a few hours practicing just that before you start stringing it all together. And now that you have these tools under your belt, you're almost ready to play blazing fast around the kit. But if you're making any of these mistakes, you're gonna fall flat on your face. So watch this video where I'll show you what these mistakes are and how you can fix them.